We are travelling 30 hours in one hit to get to our dream home that we've bought in Spain. Look at that view. After weeks of packing a few belongings with us, it was time to lock our doors and hit the road. We are so excited. We're towing a trailer behind our car for this first run, just to have a vehicle when we're in Spain. So we've got our few possessions packed up, and I must say Devon was looking very beautiful on our way down to Plymouth. Brittany ferries we are on from Plymouth to Santander. Had a little wait when we arrived, but soon we boarded the Pont Avon, and we were very, very excited to be doing this for the first time because we managed to get a pet cabin for Bosun. So she's going to be well pampered for this entire crossing. As we departed, it started raining. Boo-hoo. And we're off. Goodbye, Plymouth. Spain, here we come. 20 hours the crossing is going to take, so we'll make sure Bosun gets spoiled lots because we all know she doesn't like travelling, although neither do I, and it was super, super windy, and the swells, well, the camera does not do it justice here. We were corkscrewing all over the place, but eventually, after much sleep, we arrived in sunny Santander. We loaded up the sat-nav 562 kilometres south. That's going to take us a good 10 hours towing a trailer, but we've got our favourite snacks to keep us company. We munched the miles, sunset came, and eventually at darkness, we arrived 10 hours on the road into our drive. We then had to navigate a bunch of keys to try and unlock a padlock on the gate and push the gate open to get entry, which was all very dramatic in the dark, and eventually drove into our drive. It was a little bit eerie though, arriving to an empty property. It's 01:38. We have arrived. Unlocking our door for the first time. It's warm, it's dark, it's windy. Door lock was literally chain and a padlock because it's recently been broken into, so that's not great. But we got in eventually, and Paul was adamant he had to carry me over the threshold, although after 30 hours of travelling, he was a little bit weary. We found the electric box and turned on all the lights, managed to get Bosun some water and fill her up, and then she had a nice roll on the bed because she finally wasn't moving anymore. Bless her, I know that feeling. Back downstairs, managed to get the fridge freezer working so our milk will be cold. That's it, I'm whacked. Bedtime. Had to make the bed before we could get in it. Could I find the sheet anywhere? Anyway, we used an old duvet to lie on. It will do. We're absolutely whacked. It's now 2:30. Bedtime. Dream home in Spain. I'll let you know where at the end of the video, although it looks like we've got our work cut out. After 30 hours of travelling yesterday, we woke up to this amazing view. How lucky are we? Time to let Bosun explore the grounds whilst we walk around in daylight and assess.
She thinks the rat's in there, but I don't think it is.
Leaving Bosun hunting for the rat, our first job was to locate the water and to turn it on. Looked quite simple, getting 2 bar of pressure coming in. Fantastic. Gave everything a bit of oil and grease, ran in the house, turned on all the taps. Not so good. Obviously, we've got a few airlocks in the system because we weren't getting any water through at all. Okay, problem. We'll come back to that again. Quick check on Bosun, who's still happily in the sunshine running around, and it was time for us to get cleaning, starting with our bedroom and our bathroom, giving everything a good scrub. Bit tricky without much water, but we did it. Right, 1 o'clock. I've made a bed, made the bedroom nice, given it clean. We've got a working toilet. Water isn't coming out of every tap yet, but I'm sure it will. Our life is still all over the place, but we are starving, so we're going to go and grab some food, bring it back, have a feed, get some more water, and carry on. The sun's still shining. Stumbled into a McDonald's, which was right next to the supermarket, and grabbed a coffee. I was desperate. Then into Mercadona. I love it in here, but this was a quick dash, get what we needed, and get back to the house, because guess what? We had lots more cleaning to do, although it was rather satisfying. And yes, that is a stone sofa. Quick check again on Bosun in that wildflower meadow. Absolutely stunning. We will enjoy that very soon, but not quite yet. Before we knew it, it was 9 o'clock at night. We stuffed some food in, and then it was time to test out the fire. Oh, and meet George the gecko, my new friend. He's kept me company lots today. Now, you've all been asking where we've picked. Well, here's a brief overview of the south of Spain, between Alicante and Malaga, just south of Cartagena on the coast, 15 minutes inland. Nearest place is Puerto Matheron. We'll explain why we picked there in the next couple of weeks as we start exploring. Now, I'm going to leave you with the sound of this fire. We'll catch you soon. So another morning in the house without water, but we did find this huge leak, which we needed to rectify at the soonest. So that's what occupied most of the morning until help arrived. Just broken my spade. Anything to get out of a bit of work. Down the leak! Hooray! Help has arrived. Let's hope they can sort it, but fingers crossed. Paul's working his magic, and Santi, who's the husband of Paulina, who helped us with all the legal issues buying the property, is acting as a translator for us, which takes a whole bit of pain away. So super grateful to them. So the verdict from the plumber is we need to run a new water line from the mains to the house, which means digging a trench across the drive, which is exactly what we got stuck into. Although it wasn't long before the heat of the sun ground us to a halt and we needed to sit inside in the shade and hydrate quite a lot. But we were proud of what we achieved, but it was hard going. And here's an action shot of Paul just showing how dry that ground is. We came inside, had a bit of scrambled egg, and then M.Xplores Bosun had a nice run around before the sun really did get too hot. Tell everyone how happy you are in your new house. Have you chased lots of rats today? Yeah? Oh, that was tongue on tongue. Back inside in the house in the cool, this beautiful wardrobe was left in the downstairs room, and I decided I'd like it in our upstairs room. Don't know if that's going to be a popular decision or not. It's taken 1 hour to dismantle that, rebuild, or carry it upstairs, rebuild it, and put it in situ, and we are wiped. But it means I finally get to unpack all of our clothes and organise ourselves, which was an amazing feeling, and got some more bags off the deck. Paul was downstairs trying to get the gas connected onto the hob for the first time, because we went and got a gas bottle. That all worked, which was fantastic. And then we decided to head out into one of the kind of side rooms or outhouses. You could see the door's been open for yonks. It's full of leaves. So we decided that we were going to give this a good clean and then load it up with all the tools and bits like that so that it's all in a set room. Our lounge had this beautiful sideboard piece in it, but we decided we didn't want it in there, so we moved that into this side room and decided to load it up with tools, which Paul did. Excellent. We have a proper man cave here. How spoiled is he? Look at this.
I don't feel very spoiled.
I never want to see you now. So a lot of you are asking if I'm learning Spanish. Yes. Estoy aprendiendo español. Es difícil. Practico todos los días. So I'm getting there. It's a hard language to learn. Every single day I'm practicing because we've got local workmen coming to help us, and we've just got to learn the language. We live here, we have to embrace everything, including the language. So I'm hoping to find a private tutor locally, and we can get on with that a little bit quicker than I am at the moment. This time it's 5 o'clock, we're absolutely wiped. Quick dash to the supermarket to get some water, and then we saw this fresh orange juice machine, couldn't resist. We were both absolutely in need of some orange juice, and well, it was amazing. Straight into the car for a sip.
Freshly squeezed.
That is amazing.
That is, yeah.
Right, filled up with orange juice. Time to buy a spade, because I broke mine earlier on. Let's see what we've got. Spade, check. I went for the pointy one, and Paul picked up some electrical adapters as well. We then nipped down the road to get Bosun some anti-mosquito stuff. So for everyone that mentioned that to me, thank you so much. She's now well protected. And then a lovely drive home at sunset. Once we got back, we sat on the porch for a little bit watching these swallows, deciding whether they were going to make home or not, which was absolutely wonderful. Could have watched them all day, and I hope they do pick here. Thank you guys for watching. Again, we'll be back tomorrow with a few more updates, and hopefully we'll have water. Fingers crossed.